Good morning everyone. Today we are gonna share with you an amazing chapter or a story, The Power of Chanting. Lakshmi new mornings were shining with freshness. Waking at 5 a.m. had already given her so much peace, but something was still missing. One morning, as she continued to get up early in the morning, she sat in the garden watching the sun. Suddenly she remembered her grandmother's soft voice. Child, grandma used to say, when your heart feels restless, chant the holy mantra Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya Namaha. Repeat it 108 times. The sound is like food for your soul. Lakshmi touched her chin. Maybe I should try it. Grandma always said mantra give peace and strength. The first attempt. Now, the next morning she sat under the jasmine tree, cross-legged. The sky was still pale and the birds were chirping early. She closed her eyes and whispered Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya Namaha. At first she was trembled, her voice trembled. She tried to count each chant on her fingers but not got confused. 1, 2, 3. Oh well, did I already say that? She frowned. This is harder than I thought. Her mind started wandering. What will I eat for breakfast? Do I have to finish my homework? When I will what if I fall asleep again? She sighed. Maybe chanting is not for me. But then she remembered grandma's words. The mantra is like a food for the soul. Lakshmi thought when I woke up at 5 a.m. it was hard too. But I got used to it. Maybe chanting is also something like that, and practice can make me perfect in that. The beads of focus. Now we can start. The next day, she asked herself, her mother, Amma, do you have prayer beads? Amma replied, yes, I want to try chanting like grandma taught me. Amma smiled warmly, yes. Yes, dear, wait a moment. She opened a wooden box and took out a small rosary with 108 beads. This belonged to your grandmother. Use one bead for each chant. It will help you focus. Lakshmi's eyes sparkled. Thank you, Amma. The next morning she sat again under the jasmine tree. She held the books in her beads in her small fingers and whispered the mantra Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya Namaha. Each bead fell smooth and comforting. She moved her fingers bead by bead. When chant by chant, slowly her wandering thoughts calmed down. By the time she finished at 108 beads, she opened her eyes and felt different. The world looked brighter, her heart felt lighter. She whispered, wow, this is peaceful. My mind feels clear like a calm lake. A morning transformation. After a few days, Lakshmi noticed changes. When she went to school, she was not so worried during classes. She felt calm even when the teachers asked for attendance and difficult questions. She did not hesitate to answer. When her friends fought over silly things, she stayed peaceful and said, don't fight, we can share. Her friend Meena asked, let's Lakshmi, why are you always so calm? Even when others are angry, you don't get upset. Lakshmi smiled slyly because I chant every morning. It makes my heart peaceful. Meena liked Meena liked her head, tilted her head, chanting, what's this? Lakshmi's expressions were very different. She didn't expect that Meena would not know about chanting. Lakshmi explained about the mantra and chanting. Meena's eyes grew wide. The sounds magical. Can I try too? That sounds magical. Can I try too? And so Lakshmi began teaching her friends about chanting the sound of the mantra. One Saturday, Lakshmi smiled and was sitting under the tree. She took her friends in her garden. They all sat in a circle under the big neem tree. Each child closed his eyes and sat in a cross-legged position, and together they chanted softly, Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya Namaha. Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya Namaha. The sound rose like music. Birds stopped to listen. Thus wind became gentle. Even the butterflies sat quietly on the flowers as if they too enjoyed the sound. After the chanting, everyone smiled. Rani said, I feel so relaxed. Arjun said, my head feels light, like I left all my worries behind. Lakshmi giggled. That's the power of chanting. It gives peace to everyone. The test of anger. But one day Lakshmi faced a test. At school, she was drawing a picture of the sunrise. She had worked hard, coloring carefully. Suddenly, another boy bumped into her desk and spilled water on her paper. The colors smudged everywhere. Lakshmi first thought it was okay. Oh no, all my work is ruined. She felt her cheeks burn with anger. But then she remembered the sound of the mantra in her heart. She closed her eyes and whispered softly to herself, Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya Namaha. Her anger slowly melted like ice under the sun. Instead of shouting, she smiled at the boy and said, It's okay, it was an accident. The boy looked surprised. You are not angry? Lakshmi shook her head. No, I can always draw again. Her teacher, who saw everything, patted her shoulder. Lakshmi, you showed the strength today, true strength today. Controlling anger is harder than shouting. I am proud of you. Lakshmi realized the mantra was not just a sound, it was a shield that protected her heart. A conversation with grandma. One evening, Lakshmi told her practice about her grandma to her grandma. Her grandma was happy to listen about it. She said, Grandma, I chant the mantra every morning. Now it makes me feel soft, calm, and happy. Grandma smiled with tears in her eyes. Oh, my sweet child, I'm so glad. Do you know why this mantra is special? Lakshmi shook her head. No, I don't know. Grandma explained, Om Namo Bhagwate Vasudevaya is a prayer to Lord Krishna. It means I bow to the Lord who lives in all hearts. When you chant, you are calling love and strength from within yourself. This is why you feel peaceful. Lakshmi listened carefully. So, this mantra is not uh, outside me, it's inside me. Grandma nodded. Yes, dear, the power of God already lives in you. Chanting wakes it up. Lakshmi hugged her grandma. Thank you, Grandma. I will never forget, and I will never stop chanting. The magic spreads. Soon, Lakshmi chanting became part of her life. She woke up at 5 a.m. and started chanting the mantra in the garden and completed 108 chants. Her friends sometimes joined her, and together they created a small group called the Morning Stars. Every weekend they had to chant, sing, they meet to chant, sing bhajans and share their stories. The whole neighborhood noticed the children's calmness and joy. Even the elders smiled and said, Look how peaceful these children are. They are like little saints. Lakshmi felt proud not for herself but for the power of the mantra that made everyone shine. The lesson. Lakshmi learned a precious truth about life. Waking up early gave her energy, but chanting gave her peace. The mantra was like a lamp inside her heart. Whenever she felt fear, anger, or sadness, she could light her lamp with her chanting. And with each passing day, the lamp grew brighter, guiding her towards becoming the best version of herself. Lakshmi whispered one night before sleep, "Thank you, God, for giving me the gift of chanting. Tomorrow morning I will open my treasure box again." Thank you so much everyone for listening the story. If you like these stories, you can comment, and if you want your story to be heard by us and everyone, so you can share your stories in the comment box. Thank you so much. Please do like, share and subscribe our channel.